Well, as many of you guys know, we probably had our best evolution of the year yet, debatably. That came out today when I'm recording this, and yesterday when you're seeing this. And to add to that, there's also a glitch right now that allows you to have 2 playstyle pluses on a card for the first time this year. And I'm sure it's gonna get patched because it's not intentional, but we're gonna go and look at it and talk about it today. Another new Evo leaked as well we need to go and talk about. Some more players, and thank you again for all the support recently. And hope you're having a nice weekend. If you guys want to buy coins, you can go to MMOXP.com. The link is in the description. Use my code JFC at checkout for a 5% discount. Okay, so I finished Weekend League. I went 18-2 this weekend, and Sessignon is fantastic, okay? LCM in the 4-3-2-1, which is kind of a box-to-box rule for me. I mean, he's great. And the main reason I'm attacking so well right now, it's just Bobby Charlton. I don't know what else to say about this card other than just he's outrageous. I might make a video solely on him because I have about 50 goals recorded of me scoring with him. This goal to game, there's 42 assists there you can't see. This goal to game is all from the right center mid in a 4-3-2-1. So he's playing as like that attacking center mid role. This is all that. And he's putting up, you know, this goal to game, which is just insane. And he's just the best player in the game, in my opinion. I don't want to sell him. I'm already losing like 150K on him. I think he's like 1.35 right now or something. Yeah, 1.33. And I couldn't care less. I actually could not care less. If you have the funds, go try him because I love that card so much. If you're new here and stuff, you know, my Weekend League rewards and like Winter Champions bonus stuff, right? Like all this will be opened when I open all my Team of the Year save packs. I'm saving up a ton of packs for Team of the Year, 429 right now, above 15K, and I haven't really gone too crazy yet. Like I'm gonna spend about a week before I actually open them, just basically spending all day crafting League SBC packs and doing other packs. So right now we're at 429. We're probably gonna have like 800 to 1,000, I would say, and that's not including upgrade packs. I'm going to stream until they are all gone. I'm literally not going to stop until they are done, and I might regret that come that day, but it'll be fun. Okay, Fire and Ice promo, obviously that's here, right? And Raheem Sterling, you know, this card does look very good. Power Shot Plus is great. 5-star weak foot. I think Sterling is very good in FIFA. The agility and balance is crazy, but the promo team itself isn't, you know, that insane, I would say. I think most people kind of agree with that. And the craziest BC we got was Paolo Maldini, though. This one was leaked about a couple hours before content yesterday, so we never even talked about it. But Maldini came out, and Maldini this game is ridiculous. This one's obviously great. The like legitimately insane one is the one with the playstyle plus of Intercept, which I think is, what was it, like Centurion's icon or something like that. But obviously that's like one of the best center backs in the game. This one is still fantastic, and I'd recommend doing it. If you got like nothing else to craft right now and you need a center backs in this game are so important. Listen, if you have Maldini, Van Dijk, Laurent Blanc is literally insane, Lucio, you know, these kinds of center backs, I mean, they are so insane this year that I would highly recommend actually really focusing on doing that and upgrading your center backs. Okay, so the finisher Evo came out, and it was like everything that we saw, that we thought was leaked before. We saw Felipe Anderson rise. We saw, you know, other like Kvaratskhelia, we saw him rise. We saw other right wings out there rise a lot, and it was correct. This right wing evolution came out, and it's honestly an insane evolution. Like I have no cards right now really besides this informal Olise. Even this Olise card, you know, upgraded, looks really, really good. You get Trivela Plus, which is sick. You know, it's just really good cards in here. You can get a 5/5 Mullen, I think, right now. There's some really good options here. Go look on FUT GG if you want to see. I won't go through all of them because I don't want to waste your guys' time. And because of that finisher Evo, a lot of attackers went down in price. A lot of them because, I mean, why not use a card that might not be quite as good as one on your team, but one of your favorite cards, one of your favorite players in real life, that's still a very good card. And people will always choose that one over the other. And some of them are even just as good as the cards in your team. So it's really just made prices drop a little bit for attackers. And then firstly, we also have a leaked evolution called Cut Inside, which again, the position is apparently right wing again. And there are rumors that many players fitting today's Evo will also fit tomorrow's Evo. I hope we get a Fire versus Ice Evo, but at the moment, there's no clear information about this. It would be insane if players have chemistry boosts as well. So I actually really, that would make me lean towards, yeah, we'll get a Fire and Ice type Evo. I don't even know how they would do that, but I wonder why they're going to release something that's very similar or even the exact same. I mean, without it being a Fire versus Ice thing. So I don't know. What do you guys think? And we need to get an evolution with one of these card designs. I don't know why they didn't do that today, honestly. I really don't. But okay, so there's a glitch going on right now that allows you to have 2 playstyle pluses on a card. Look at this Saliba here with Intercept and Jockey, which, like, looking at these cards right now, just thinking about how good these will become a couple months from now, when possibly some cards have 2 playstyle pluses with these stats, I don't know how you're going to score goals. I'm gonna be honest with you. Yes, of course, you're gonna have the attackers with playstyle pluses too, but defenders are so good this year that an Intercept plus, Jockey plus, William Saliba with 87 pace, 92 defending, and 93 physical, I mean, that would just be an AI defender's dream come true, right? And then apparently, to do this here, here. Here's another Cancelo with intercept plus and an incisive pass plus. And then here's what he said in the Discord down here. So he said, I scammed EA. I did the rare defender, only claimed the first group reward. I finished the second one, but didn't claim it, so I could fit him into Pep. Once Evos expire, you can still claim the rewards, so I got both playstyle pluses. So he basically let the, you know, evolution basically expire on him, and then allowed him to get his card back with his playstyle plus, and then also add the next one on, right? So you end up with 2. Now, this is, in no way, this is going to be able to stand, in my opinion. This is going to be patched. How they do it, I don't know. I mean, we saw them remove the Trickster Plus playstyle once already this year, so they can remove playstyles. But I wonder how they're going to tell what cards have 2, if they can just search up everybody in the database right now that has 2 playstyle pluses on a card and just remove one of them, or just, like, get rid of the card altogether. Because keep in mind, any glitches like this, they can do basically whatever they want to your card. They could just throw them in the trash if they wanted to. They could literally not give them back to you, even though obviously it's their glitch and it's their fault. They can do whatever they want, which obviously is not, you know, is it the right thing to do? No. And is it the way it should be? Also no, but they can literally do whatever they want with them. My guess would be, though, they just take away a playstyle plus and they give it back to you, right? So you can try and do it if you want when something expires, but yeah. If you come up against a card with 2 playstyle pluses, you know how they got it. We also got some news about the Team of the Year kickoff show, by the way. So apparently it's going to be, well, let me not play this because then I want to get copyright striked, but it's featuring Jude Bellingham and Lexi Putellas, and it's apparently all going to be fan voted, I believe. It's choose the best men's 11 and women's 11. Coming the 8th of January is the voting. I think it's literally all going to be decided on fan votes. So yeah, it doesn't say on here, but all we know from this is that it's going to be fan voted, and also Putellas is in it. So that tells me Putellas is going to make it into Team of the Year because, of course, so it's all fan voted. So you're probably going to see a Team of the Year Hansen, a Team of the Year Alexia Putellas, right? You might see a 12th man Ronaldo. You'll see Messi in there. The front 3 will be Messi, Mbappe, Haaland if it's fan voted 1,000,000%. And Ronaldo as a 12th man could easily get in. You could see, I mean, people who are obviously probably not very deserving, because I don't think Putellas played all season, and Hansen I think was hurt a lot of season 2. So like, you might not see anybody who's deserving, but you're just going to see a lot of fun cards basically that the community wants to be in the team. That's what it's going to be. Which, is that a good thing? Is that a bad thing? I think it's a good and bad thing, because obviously we're not going to get some Team of the Year that nobody cares about. But at the same time, the deserving factor of it isn't there. So, you know, do you like that? Do you not like it? What do you think? But Team of the Year icons obviously are going to be insane. I wanted to show you this because, like, I'm just thinking about 2 playstyle pluses on cards that say, I know everyone's kind of expecting it to be Team of the Year, where we get our first one with 2 playstyle pluses, but as I'm playing this game more and more, and I'm sure as you guys are too, you're noticing that playstyles are by far like the most important thing. It's more important than stats, right? Stats are far less important than playstyles. If you have a card with finesse plus and 85 finishing, and you have a card with 99 finishing without any sort of finesse shot trait at all, there is one card there for sure that will be better at finishing, and it's going to be the one with finesse shot plus. So you see a Mia Hamm here at power shot and incisive pass, which I really love incisive pass, and power shot is insane. I mean, these cards would be so ridiculous, and this is how you make a game pay to win. Let's be honest here, this was a genius idea to make things a lot more possibly pay to win, because playstyles are so important, even more so than stats. So yeah, not to be too cynical about things, but I would probably do things that I would not say on camera for this card. I'm just gonna say that right now. And also, Fud Accountant tweets, you know, I've never seen more pump and dumps on the market. This stuff is getting insane, by the way. I mean, the evolution traders and the discords out there that are getting the leaks pre-us, like the public, right, are just feasting, making so many coins off of people who are getting the leaks just a bit later. This is what they do, basically. Let's go look at the Aloeron price now. What is he? So Aloeron is now 69k. First of all, he wasn't even able to be in the evolution, right? What they do is they'll buy him where his price was before 97,000, probably around 60k is my guess, or 70k. They buy him up, the leak comes out, then publicly he skyrockets to 100k because it's all over TikTok, all over these places. They sell before the evolution even comes out, because that's what you do. You sell on the hype. It's the right idea. These traders obviously know what they're doing. And then he never comes out. Like, he's not required for the evolution, and then Aloeron drops right back down. So everybody who is late on the trading, who basically, you know, once it gets open to the public, you think, oh my god, let me invest. Well, it's too late. You get fucked. You're holding, you caught holding. It's a pump and dump. It's crypto. It's dink doink Logan Paul scam style, right? And this is what we're talking about here. So I do wonder what's going to happen with that, because I know that EA do not like that. So I think it's just a matter of time till something changes. But then again, I don't know how they make any changes. How do they stop the leaks from happening? To me, it's leak them themselves, which they started doing and then they stopped. So maybe they'll do it again. Muriel coming as a Moments SBC soon. Okay, I hope he looks like this, because that would be an insane card. Muriel, always good in FIFA, as we know. And we still have a Gavi SBC that we've not seen yet, to remind you guys. guys of this as well. And we have no idea what will come out today. Probably going to be a gamble pack of some kind is my guess. We have no leaks on it, but as of right now, only thing we have is Gavi, and FUT scoreboard is silent. So no leaked packs, no new leaked packs, that is. Let's look at the index 100 right now, and right now you're seeing a lot of the top gainers basically just being cards that were required for the Evo, right? Or not required for it, but cards that can fit into the Evo that were very good. These are all the top gainers right now, and the top losers are pretty much all cards that are either in packs right now or just more expensive cards that are going to be, you know, replaced by new evolutions, right? Inform Rodrigo, you got Company and Lucio who are way down because of Maldini. Araujo's down because of Maldini. Koundé down because of Maldini. Rio Ferdinand down. All these cards are all down because we got great SBCs. And this is kind of the thing that we need to remember, is that anytime a good evolution, a good SBC comes out, the market will just respond accordingly, which means it probably is going to go down. So anytime this year when anything's leaked, you need to be aware if we have an Icon Franck Ribéry SBC leaked, every single left wing is going to be sold when Ribéry comes out. And if you get a left wing that's not as good, you won't see as much selling. But anytime you have like an Icon SBC or a really hyped up player SBC that's coming, always just be aware there's probably going to be selling happening. I'm still scared for like the long term for this market. I still would not be in on a lot of stuff at the moment. If I have my choice, I would want to sell. Like when you're seeing this video, if you finished Weekend League already, I'd want to sell personally because the market's been so uncertain this year. I mean, there's just literally no way to make like really good profit long term on any types of really high end cards at the moment. There will be, at least for the semi long term after team of the year. Usually you have like a week or two there where the market starts to fly. And until then, though, I'm just not looking at stuff long term. So at the moment, the best times to buy are usually going to be on a Sunday sell-off, and the best times to sell are almost always going to be on peak Weekend League demand Friday night, Saturday mornings type of time, right? That's always the best time to sell. So that's kind of just general market advice for y'all. If you invested in informs, good job. They're going up right now to about 35,000 coins or so. If we get an icon pack, a hero pack today where they're required, they're going to go up even more. They'll go back up to 40K probably. So good job if you went and bought some of those. All right, on some comments now, which by the way, I love seeing where you all were from. I mean, we're seeing Bulgaria, Wales, South Africa, the Netherlands, Portugal, Romania. I mean, I can't even go on and on with all the countries that were in the comments, so that's always super cool. Okay, at Caleb Thorington says, hello from Wales. I love your content. A down-to-earth way you deliver it. Thank you. Why don't EA introduce a goal of the week competition with great rewards? Maybe then we won't see so many cutback goals. I don't understand why they let the game mechanics give your opponent soft goals, especially at kickoff and when you're in the lead. Well, a couple things here. First of all, I know where you're going with this. I think a goal of the week thing would be fun, but people wouldn't stop scoring cutbacks. The reason people score cutbacks, one is because they're one of the only ways to score consistently, that is, and two, people are playing for rewards and they want to win any way that they can, right? So people will always, to a certain extent, play to the absolute meta, and you can't escape that in any game. What you can do is implement other ways to play that's not, you know, the absolute meta, basically. The meta is supposed to be one way to play that's considered the best and maybe the easiest. There's supposed to be lots of other ways to play, but FIFA doesn't really let you do that a lot of the time. It did, you know, they kind of did last year. You know, there's a reason that you're not gonna, you know, you might go and watch a Pep Guardiola custom tactics video, an Ange Postecoglou custom tactics video, because in theory that's kind of interesting. Like that'd be kind of fun to do. When you go and play that in game, it's just not viable because the game is set up a certain way that's so defensive that you're just such a liability if you play super attacking. And it's the same thing. Like I don't understand why they let the game mechanics give your opponent soft goals. I mean, it's just bad game mechanics, you know. That's just how this game is at the moment. At Shady Long says, I've gone completely the other way now, not fussing with the meta. I've started to Evo a load of Man City players and actually enjoying the process. EA will not get a penny from now on. Now, listen, if you do this and you're like willing to have fun with it and you're accepting that, okay, I'm not going to do so well in Weekend League, but I'm going to just play to have fun. That's awesome. I'm glad you're doing that because EA absolutely do not promote that as a way to play. They really want you to have the best team possible because they want you to just go to the store and spend money, right? If you play that way, awesome, that's good for you. If you have that like competitive bone in you, it's hard to like accept that, hey, I'm gonna use a worse team here, and if I lose, like, it's kind of okay. And that's good. I'm glad you can accept that. The first 2 months this year gave us way too many good players, in my opinion. I'm free to play and even have an insane 5 mil plus team, though I'm not playing more than 3 games a day. That's why the small promos like Fire and Ice just seem underwhelming. Keep up the good videos. Thank you. And there is definitely an element of truth to this. And there's also the other side that would say, hey, like, is too many good players a bad thing, right? Because if you're free to play and you have a 5 mil plus team, you would kind of say, hey, that's good. But there's also a balance to it where if everybody has an insane team, that can be annoying too. So that's really where they have to walk that fine line. And I understand how that can be hard for EA. But at the same time, I'd rather everybody have too good of a team than not good enough of a team. And it's still insanely hard to get that R9, that, you know, Rude Hullet tier of card besides the SBC, talking like the normal Rude Hullet, talking on the Mia Hamm, it's still so hard to get to that point without spending money. So I do think right now they're losing a lot of great SBCs, but I think that that's kind of a good thing. I think if the gameplay wasn't as pay to win as it is right now, it wasn't so bad, it wouldn't be such an issue, I think. But there's definitely a sweet spot. You don't want every team to be amazing. You don't want every team to suck. Lastly, at Trenzy Meps says, how long do you think it will be before they start to sell promo cards in the store? 10,000 EA points for Mbappe, etc. They seem so greedy to me. This is the next logical move to drain the wallets. And this is a matter of time. To me, I think they'll always want to keep the pack element to a certain extent, as long as they can, as long as the government doesn't crack down on them like they did in the Netherlands. But, you know, the government's always going to be a decade behind anything technological because that's just how it is. So especially if we start getting pressure like legality wise, where it's considered gambling, they have to make it like 18 plus or something like that, you would really then start to see the possibility of players just straight up coming in for a dollar amount, because there's nothing gambling about that. That's a way for them to kind of say, hey, you can earn stuff, you know, just by buying it. You can just straight up buy it, or you can open the packs, and that allows them to kind of have that balance rather than just the straight up store how it is now if they were to be cracked down on. But I think even if they weren't and stayed the same as this forever, I still think we would see eventually players come into the store. I think it's a matter of time. I actually do. Evolutions is basically players already for a FIFA point value. I mean, we kind of already have that to a certain extent, and I think that this next step of buying 10,000 FIFA points for an Mbappe might be here next year even. I mean, it could come out anytime. So yeah, it seems the next logical step to making money, which means that it will be done. Like, there's no doubt about it in my opinion. And thank you again for watching every day. Let me know how you did in Weekend League, how you got in rewards. You like Fire and Ice? You know, it's kind of meh to me, but maybe I'm being too picky. I love you all. Thanks for the video. Over soon. Peace.